Hey, it's Janelle Waz and welcome back for another episode of Waz Reviews. I've wanted to talk about this game for a while now. As you might know, I love ocean games. It all started back when I played Echo the Dolphin: The Tides of Time as a kid. I fell in love with the mystery and wonder of the ocean, and the rest is, as they say, history. So, back in the late 2000s when I heard Endless Ocean for the Wii was announced, I was naturally interested. After all, ocean games are my thing, and there aren't nearly enough in the genre. The premise of Endless Ocean is simple. You're a scuba diver exploring the beautiful sea of Manoa, which is a fictional sea near the Pelago Commonwealth. In other words, totally not Australia. Or maybe it's totally not New Zealand. Whatever floats your boat. It's been a few years since I've played this one, so let's get our feet wet and see if Endless Ocean sinks or swims today. Let's dive right in. Well, g'day there!
Hello there.
This is your character creation screen, which is set up like you're creating a work visa through the on-screen prompts. And yeah, typing is done through pointing the Wii remote at the different keys. I kinda wish you could just use the arrow keys, which would make it a lot easier for me. But whatever. Name: Janelle. Oi, that's a splendid name, that is! Don't worry, this game isn't entirely in pseudo-Australian dialect. It gets fair hot down here. What kind of tan are you hoping for? Well, considering I pretty much burn walking outside, not really, but yeah, none. I coulda guessed.
Are you mocking me?
I love how the hairstyles are limited to mild and wild, but I'm born to be mild, so it's mild for me. In fact, there are so many choices for hair in this game that you can pick between black or brown hair. Crikey, I may have to give that one a go myself.
By crikey.
The character creation screen is short, sweet, and to the point, but it doesn't allow for much variation. Suffice to say that this character looks nothing like me, but whatever. It's good enough for me for this game. The game immediately plops you into the water. There are tutorials spread throughout the game, but I'll just summarize here what the basic gameplay underwater is. Simply point where you want your diver to go, and press the B button to go forward. Or if you're feeling especially lazy, the minus key, which will auto-swim for you while you steer. You'll encounter various marine life as you dive, and your job is to interact with them and find out more about them. Simply approach one and point and click on it to highlight it.
Come here, my little friend.
If you've never interacted with it before, you'll see question marks over the nameplate at the bottom of the screen. To find out what it is, simply poke or pet it, because wild animals love when you poke them. That's right, swim right up to a great white shark and pet it. What could possibly go wrong? Well, nothing, it's not that kind of game. Some fish will get scared if you touch them, which in reality probably all of them should, so you may have to find other ways to befriend them. Besides petting them, you can give them food, use an underwater pen, or toot an underwater whistle to get them to like you. You'll then be treated to some fun facts if you click on the animal name. Each animal has 3 in all, and you can unlock 1 animal fact per animal per dive. Occasionally you'll run into something sparkling in the sand, and if you examine it, you can find tiny creatures you can interact with, or artifacts that are automatically donated to the museum.
That belongs in a museum!
You do have a limited area to explore just around your boat, the Gabbiano, but you can move it anywhere on the map in between dives. But let's head back to the boat and meet our new co-worker. This is Kat, short for Catherine Sunday. Her mission is to protect the ocean and all its creatures. Kinda like Echo the Dolphin, only there are no aliens in this game. She doesn't have a whole lot of facial expressions, maintaining that same face throughout the entire game. But she's a researcher who needs an expert diver to do her diving for her while she stays on the boat and monitors everything you do. She tells you that, basically, you just hang out and dive whenever you feel like it while you get loads of grant money. Which I'm sure isn't a scam at all. But we occasionally get requests from the Marianas Foundation. They provide our funding, so you probably should oblige them, but you don't have to. What the hell kind of operation is this? After the introductions are made, we have the ability to walk around the boat. Like with swimming, simply point in the direction you want to walk and press B. If you walk towards the front of the ship, you can sometimes find animals to interact with, namely birds, seals, sea lions, and even the occasional lizard. Or you can just lay in the deck chair and pass the time away. When Kat said pretty laid back, she wasn't kidding. And of course there's the cabin, where you can save your game, move the ship, check your email for requests and various story updates, develop photos, and flip through the encyclopedia. You can also advance time. This will come in handy since certain fish only come out at night and you won't have to wait around for time to pass. And for requests, you have the option to give people diving tours and take pictures for Kat's childhood friend Doug. You get some prestige and even unlock new diving equipment, but it's not necessary for the game. It's mostly just a fun thing you can do. But now that that's out of the way, Kat tells you to check the email, so let's go do that. Greetings from Alfred Thorman. As you probably know, we are your chief financial backer. Well, as per Kat's instructions, it's not like I have to listen to you, right?
Nah, I don't really feel like it.
Well, Al here wants a topographical inspection of the coral forest, and there's no hurry on this.
I'll tell you tomorrow.
But no, Kat gives us instructions on what to do. She then drops that she's never been to the coral forest. Why? Oh, you know, I'm pretty busy and I have stuff to do and I can't swim. Look, it's just one of those things. I don't really want to talk about it. Hold up, we're talking about this. This is the logic of a pilot who's afraid of heights. Not to mention that it's pretty dangerous to be on a boat and not know how to swim, assuming she was on this boat by herself before I came along. I know she has a life jacket on, but still, what was her plan if she fell overboard? Well, they're not paying me to ask questions.
If there's a steady paycheck in it, I'll believe anything you say.
So let's dive in. The game has a loading screen where you can pick the song you want to listen to on your dive. You have the choice between the Endless Ocean soundtrack, which changes for the time of day, or unlockable songs sung by soprano Hayley Westenra, which I'm not going to play in this video because I'm pretty sure I'll get copyright claimed. But she does have a lovely voice. The dive starts with Kat giving you advice on what to do. I could be your fish whisperer. Sorry, lame joke. We swim into the coral forest, which is a nice introduction to diving. There are a lot of little unthreatening fish here like blue tangs, long-nosed butterfly fish, and a dolphin? Oh, that dolphin must be separated from his pod. Oh, really? What's nice is that you're not confined to the coral forest. You can explore around and happen upon different locations of the map, like blue holes here, where I pick up a dolphin medal and meet up with that dolphin again. Why don't you try interacting with him? Well, so much for that. He later finds himself trapped in the lagoon, and we lead him out. In fact, he's so grateful that he wants to join you as a diving partner. Because it's not like we have anyone else to dive with, Kat. Why don't you give your partner a name? And I know the perfect name. A name that is sung throughout the oceans and throughout time. Oh, wait, let me give you some ideas. I'm good at this. No, his name is Phineas. Not gonna lie, I appreciate the pun, but no. Echo. His name is Echo the Dolphin. You can have up to 3 diving partners per game, and in addition to having a friend to dive with and point out hidden objects, you can also teach them tricks. As far as I know, there isn't a reward for this, it's just something fun to do, like a lot of things in this game. At this point, you'll also get access to an aquarium you can design with the fish you've discovered. Again, this is just a fun thing to do, and as far as I know, there's no actual benefit to doing this. Well, looks like I have a new message, but first, I'm going to pet this seal. So cute. Okay, email. The Mermaids Legend? Are we talking about the little mermaid mermaids, or Animal Planet mermaids? So according to Kat's friend Doug, there's a local legend about a cave where a queen fled to and turned into a mermaid. Seems legit, let's look into it. Legendary underwater caves are really cool. In theory. We get it, Kat! You can't swim! But let's move the boat and pet another seal before we go. So dang cute, look at him go. Actually, it's night. I don't like diving at night. Hard to see anything. Let's go during the day. There we go. Alright, Echo, it's your time to shine. Kat, keep the home fires burning. Turtles! You really do get a variety of marine life in this game. You're not just limited to fish and dolphins. There are seals, penguins, and even sharks. Well, this certainly looks like a cave. Yep, this definitely looks like a cave. This cave is pretty complex. Don't get lost. Yeah, because it's not like I'll have much of a rescue party. I know, I come down hard on Cat for not swimming, and it's certainly explained in the game why she's this way, but still. There are a lot of stingrays in this cave, and also, as my non-scientific brain refers to them as, big fish. It's a shame that I can't play Hayley Westenra's song that plays in this cave, because exploring this cave to the sound of her voice is a rather soothing experience. In fact, this entire game is a really relaxing game. You can't die and you have plenty of air, so you can just really take it easy and explore at your leisure. This cave truly is a work of beauty. While the tunnels themselves can be dark, the big rooms of the cave have light flooding in from above, giving it an angelic atmosphere. Oh, manatee. I kinda question how the manatees got in here, but wow. There's even a false killer whale here with the option to make him your diving partner. And yeah, the camera doesn't 100% follow something as fast as a dolphin in this game. It's one of the game's flaws, but I get it. Hello, something shiny. Yoink! You just found the mermaid treasure, right? No, this is a mermaid treasure. But we've got what we came here for. Let's head on back. That cave was incredible! I can't believe it really exists! Well, I can. This is a video game after all. Maybe they'll let us name it! Let's see. Catherine Cave? Great Catherine Cave? Excuse me, but I think you mean maybe they'll let me name it! Hehe, I'm just kidding. I'm sure you are. You found the iron pearl of Manoa Lai. For such an amazing discovery, Cat sure has an expressionless face. This thing is going to blow some archaeological minds! Well, that cave is just old hat now because Cat suggests checking out a big crevice, so let's head there.
Admiral, there be whales here.
So that confirms that there's a pretty big hole here, but we can't explore it quite yet because we don't have the right equipment. But there's some other interesting life around here, like this Indo-Pacific sailfish and this Japanese spider crab that I just poked. But most of the fish around here are the typical small fish you can see in the coral forest. And also some sharks. Just go up and poke a hammerhead shark. But let's head back to the ship and check our mail. A new air mixture, eh? So Alfred Thorman wants you to test out an air mixture for deep sea diving. Convenient! I wanted to check up that big crevice anyway. Did you read the mail from Thorman? What a grump! Girl, he's giving you money to lounge around on a boat all day. How dare he ask you to do some work for once? Well, he pays the bills. Yeah, so don't complain. Aw yeah, now we're getting some interesting fish to look at. I know it's supposed to be deep and all, but it's very hard to navigate in this place. I feel like I'm constantly swimming into the void. Which, technically I am, I suppose. Oh look, our new friend! Most of what you find down here are what my non-scientific brain calls weird fish, plenty of fossils, and the occasional shark. And this big guy. He doesn't like to be pet a lot, but he loves that whistle you have. But now we have to come back here at night because there's hot water shooting out of those things. Would have thought an ocean researcher would have a better description of that, but okay. Coelacanth! These fish kind of fascinate me. They look like they came out of a different time. Not to mention in other games, they pull in the big bucks. So we've confirmed the air mixture works well. But now Al wants us to check out, whale shark migratory routes. And Kat talks about how much she loves whale sharks. If I knew how to swim, I would totally go hang out with them. Kat, I'm not gonna say it. Well, that was easy. The current is really strong, but if you hang on, you might be able to keep going. I'm so glad you're concerned for my safety, Kat. Keep looking out. Be careful. If you let go, it could be bad news. No shit. Well, that's different. We just found some sunken ruins. This isn't supposed to be here. Let's leave the whale shark research for now. But what will we tell Al?
Now, if I can just access this and maybe...
Anyways, there's some interesting creatures at the ruins. Penguins! I mean, sure, they appear on the boat occasionally, but penguins! There's even a pod of dolphins here. Echo, buddy, we found your family! The main draw to the ruins is, of course, the artifacts. There are these tablets that you report back on, ranging from the material used to ancient languages. There's a giant crack here. You broke it!
What'd you do?
Did I mention you could swim with your dolphin friend? Nothing to see here. Oh, what's this? Wait, what's going on?
There is a curse upon us.
What the hell? Time grows nigh. We know you found the idol. You still have time. You must escape before he finds you. This wasn't supposed to be this kind of game! Hang silver sheets on every wall of your room. This is no joke. The fear is real. The fear is very real.
I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer.
You ask who I am. It is of no matter. Just do as I say! Well, Mr. 404 error sender unknown, I'd appreciate it if you stopped sending me chain letters.
Stop forwarding that crap to me.
As a reward for getting the crap scared out of me, I got some white hair. Some perky white hair. Meanwhile, Kat's pretty excited about the find. And my professors told me I was wasting my time out here. Ha! Take that, snotty academic types! And on the next Stargate spin-off. But now Kat's off thinking about her life mission and whatnot, getting all philosophical about her destiny or whatever. I think everyone has a purpose. You just have to find it. Yeah, my purpose is to take a dive for you. She talks about how her mom was from Pelago and her dad was from Europe, but there were problems when she was growing up that prompted her to move away. She doesn't elaborate a whole bunch here and promises to stop rambling, which I don't buy. Your purchase request? Dang it, Amazon Prime won't deliver to the boat! Oh, we're reading Kat's email now. I'm sure that's not illegal or anything. Recently, we noticed you build the foundation for some rather expensive equipment without providing an explanation. While I have the utmost respect for the work you are doing, I simply cannot allow such extravagant spending on your part. So, no PS5 then? Yeah, I saw Thorman's email. So what? Lady, he's paying you to sit on a boat all day while I do the bulk of the work. Heck, you even complain when he gives us an actual assignment to do. Kat starts rambling about her life mission, but you promised. And then drops this. Just trust me on this one, okay? No, you're gonna tell me what the hell is going on.
I want to know what the hell is going on.
I shouldn't have said anything. No, you really shouldn't have. It would be really easy to cut funding for this research trip that's just an excuse to drink beer on a boat all day. Okay, I made that last part up, but still. Maybe when this game came out, this part didn't get under my skin so much, but as an adult, Kat comes off as being a little bratty here. Again, it's explained why she's acting this way, but it's nevertheless aggravating. Well, news travels fast since it took one diving session for Doug to send an email about Kat, which I hope she didn't read because I read her email with no problem. He explains that Kat is dealing with some stuff from her past and that the answer lies in the green garden part of the map, which is full of seaweed.
Seaweed, 50% sea, 50% weed.
There's some seals and squid in the area and, see, star! Okay, that was terrible and I apologize. Hello, what do we have here? Patrick's pocket watch.
No! This is Patrick!
So I show Kat, and with the most expression her face could muster. Oh my gosh. That's Dad's. Kat must be part Vulcan or something because that is some emotion on her face there. She explains her backstory. Basically, there's a legend in Pelago about a creature called the Ancient Mother, essentially a really big whale. Kat's father, Patrick, claimed he saw the ancient mother about 20 years ago, believing it was a new kind of animal, and he went searching for it. But a lot of Pelagoans hated him and his family for daring to search for it. One day out of the blue, Kat's dad vanished, presumably taken by the sea. Of course, if they never found a body, could he still be alive? I have questions. This kinda explains why Kat never learned how to swim, but it's never outright stated. Kat is determined to finish his work to find the ancient mother and clear his name. She gives you the choice to help or not, but of course I'm going to help out. I'd feel like a jerk if I didn't. Seriously? Oh my gosh, that is so great. So, let's go searching for some ancient mother evidence. Before heading out on Kat's quest, let's pet this iguana. And this pelican. Alright, we're back in the abyss and it looks like Echo found something. Kat sends it in for analysis, and it turns out that the DNA in the sample is similar to a blue whale, but not quite a perfect match. It's also from an animal that's real big. Like, huge. Kat has us searching for whales now because we need to track whale migratory patterns. Well, since we're already here, let's head back into the abyss and check the sperm whale off our list. And yeah, I couldn't get the best shot of it because it's huge. And the abyss is dark. He got away. But now onto the humpback whales. It took me a stupid amount of time to find humpback whales swimming all over the ocean, moving my boat, diving the same places over and over again. Where can I find some humpback whales?
I believe I shall begin by making use of this map.
We'll find what we're looking for at the Station Institute in Sausalito.
It turns out there's a specific arch I have to go under to trigger a cutscene where the whale finally appears. And wait for this shark to ruin the shot. But finally, we found George or Gracie. Well, I know what I have to do. The Atlantic northern right whale and blue whale were pretty easy to find, and it took me longer than it should have to realize Kat marked out exactly where cutscenes get triggered. Still, there are some impressive shots of the whales. But now we've got all the whales, so Kat's going to run the data. It's kind of a crapshoot, so it may take a little bit. Well, that's reassuring. But Kat finally narrows it down to 5 spots the ancient mother could be. I even got Old Man Thurman on board. I just sweet-talked the guy into signing a couple of forms. Girl, you call him a grump when he expects us to work, but then when you want something, he's your best friend. So now Kat wants me to set up some sensors, including one by some kelp. Uh-oh. What? What do you mean you can't move? That's right, we're tangled in the kelp. Well, Kat's composing herself well, and you see why she should probably know how to swim? Or at least have one other person on board who can? Do you have any tools or anything you can use? Patrick, I'm coming to join you! Echo, buddy! I knew you always had my back! We return to the ship and get a little scolding from Kat, which is kinda understandable. With all 5 sensors up and running, we wait for one of the sensors to get tripped, which is actually pretty quickly.
We got one!
Whoa. Admiral, there definitely be a whale here. It's the ancient mother. It's not a legend after all. Well, I wouldn't have guessed. Of course, I would be a letdown if it wasn't real. I mean, it would subvert my expectations, but it would still be a letdown. And if we go to examine the ancient mother, the credits play and Haley Westenra sings "The Water is Wide." Afterward, you return to the boat and Kat thanks you for what you've done, says her dad would be proud, and that her work still continues. And we can keep trying to protect this amazing, endless ocean of ours. And title drop. You can continue to explore the ocean at your leisure now, and there's even a ship graveyard you can explore, but this video is far too long as it is, so I'm ending it here. And that's Endless Ocean. So, does it sink or swim? The game's controls are pretty easy to master. Most of it is point and click, and all you need is the Wii remote. No attachments required. The only gripe I have is that the sensor could be a little better and maybe an option to type without the motion controls. Still, it's pretty easy to pick up. 4.5 out of 5. The ambiance is beautiful in this game. There's a variety of places to explore on the map with different fish that are wonderfully rendered. Haley Westenra provides some lovely songs for this game, but the game's original soundtrack is marginal at best. It's not my favorite. Still, this is a nice looking game with a wonderful atmosphere. 4 out of 5. While the story is a little predictable, it's a solid story. I do like Kat despite the fact that some of the stuff she does aggravates me, and I feel for her dilemma of doing the work she was assigned to do and doing right by the memory of her father. The only major plot hole I can think of is that Kat doesn't know how to swim or that you're diving alone most of the time, which I would think is really dangerous. But it's not enough to detract from the game. 4.5 out of 5. The story serves the game well. The learning curve for this game is actually pretty shallow. The controls are easy to master, and any tutorials to play the game are given at the beginning or when features become available. And you don't even need a walkthrough, so that's always a plus. 5 out of 5. Anyone can jump into this game, whether you're a gamer or not a gamer. Even the replayability for this game is solid. You're encouraged to play even after the ending, exploring the ocean and discovering all the creatures and their facts. I mean, I never do, but you can always try to fill up the encyclopedia if you so desire. 5 out of 5. That leaves Endless Ocean with a 23 out of 25 or a 92%. Sure, if you're looking for an action-packed survival game, you'll probably be disappointed in Endless Ocean. But for those moments where you want to relax and ease tension, Endless Ocean hits all the right marks. It has its leaps in logic, sure, because poking a shark in this universe is a great idea, but it's not enough to detract from the game. This is a hidden gem that I wish got more attention, but it did get enough attention to get a sequel, which I may review at some point. I occasionally run across this game in my retro game shopping trips, usually for around 10 bucks. It's an inexpensive game, and if you happen to have a Wii, it's a great game to unwind with. So what do you think? Have you played Endless Ocean? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What were your favorite moments? And what are some of your favorite ocean games? Please leave a comment below and discuss. As always, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Waz Reviews. If you like what you see, why not give my video a like and subscribe to my channel? Tell your friends! Until next time...
Your friend was messing up my tanks and messing up my whales.